Good morning. You know, there are 48 synonyms for the word anxiety, and I've experienced every one of them while writing this speech. And people say when you're nervous about public speaking, you're supposed to picture the crowd in their underwear. Well, I may owe more than one of you an apology by the end of this speech. But before we begin, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the staff and the faculty of the Akron Institute of Herzing University for their selfless dedication to the education of all who pass through these doors. To Dr. McCann, for your tireless work and constant encouragement. To Mr. LaRue, for taking on more roles than the job of president usually entails. And to the rest of the staff and faculty of this university for the personal touch that makes this school something special. Thank you. I was equal parts proud and humbled in being asked to deliver the student commencement speech today. And in wanting to make all of you proud as well, I set out to find that common thread that connected us. I wanted to find the thing that knitted us together and gave us a sense of unity at this school that you would have to see to believe. And I struggled to put into words the gratitude I felt at having such amazing companions along the way. And that's when it hit me. I was trying to tell a story that was too big for one person. I can't stand here and in 5 minutes or so define what it means to take this leap of faith, whether it's been 1 year or 20 years. Going back to school can be a daunting task. But with all things that are too big to imagine doing alone, we broke them up into small things, and we did them together. And then and then 2 years became 1 day. 1 day became a week, and a little bit easier to manage. Then the weeks into months, and so on to bring you here to this moment, the hero of the story. And if you're lucky enough to be surrounded by friends and family, maybe the hero of another story as well. So like courageous adventurers, we scaled the mountains of homework, one single hill at a time. When we faced with final exams that seemed impossible to study for, we broke them into pieces, and we tackled the test together. When our friends and fellow students faltered, we helped them up, and we continued on together because we knew we'd be less without them. And when the entire universe seemed to be laughing in our faces and telling us you're not good enough to be here, we were there to whisper in each other's ear, you belong here, you earned it. I look out into the crowd of my fellow graduates and I see a lot of faces, and I know a lot of you sacrificed a lot to be here today. Some of you gave up time with family and children, gave up job security for the chance at something better. Some of us even lost loved ones and friends along the way, but still we stand here, victorious at the finish line. But it wasn't all a struggle either. There are moments you'll take from this, I know, that you'll treasure for the rest of your lives. Funny and incomparable moments. They make me laugh every time I think of them. Because you cannot watch another student set fire to a computer in the middle of class and still say you had a boring day. And while I may not be privy to all the stories from all the different programs at this university, I know if I gave you guys the microphone, we'd be here for the rest of the week. I've heard sometimes that it's customary to impart a little bit of advice to a graduating class. And while most of you who know me know I have no problem running my mouth, I'm going to restrain myself just a little bit and just say this. Do exactly what you did to get you here today. Take those elephant-sized problems that life so often throws at you and break them up into things that you can manage, one day at a time, piece by piece. Take the people in your life who would see you succeed and armor yourself in their love and support. Let them be your anchor. And as for the naysayers, and they will be plentiful along the journey, ignore them. It takes courage to get where you are today, and that's something all of you have in abundance. So lastly, I want to leave you with the words of someone wiser and kinder than myself, in the hopes that you may take some inspiration from them as I have. Mother Teresa, who said that we may never do great things, but we may do small things with great amounts of love. Excellent words to live by. Thank you. And congratulations, graduates.
On behalf of the Akron Institute of Herzing University, I would like to present Jason with this plaque, thanking him very much for a very meaningful speech that he gave this morning. Thank you.